Yeah, Vijay, am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the next thing is feasibility study. So here
Mm-hmm.
in this stage, it is decided the software what he has brought, that is feasible or not, that is doable or not. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
feasible or
Yeah.
not, that is doable or not.
Mm.
So feasible or not, feasible or doable or not. So
Yeah.
these doability or feasibility will be done based on four factors. That
Mm-hmm.
is cost. Feasibility study will be done based on four factors.
Mm-hmm.
That is cost, time, resources, and
Mm-hmm.
technical aspects.
Okay.
The cost means the budget, the money what we get, are we getting the profit or not? Okay. So this will be decided by the finance team. So they will decide how much budget is required to develop this application, how much profit we will have. Whereas
Yeah.
this time and resources, technical aspects, and all this is decided by the delivery team. So they are thinking what time means within 6 months are we able to develop that application.
Mm.
If the client is telling develop the
Yeah.
application in 3 months, so they will think right within 3 months we can develop or it will take 6 months, 1 year.
Yeah.
Resources means
Yeah.
the developer, the test engineers, the designers. Are we having those
Mm-hmm.
sufficient number of resources or not? Next is the
Okay.
technical aspects. Yeah, technical aspects is the software. Software means the Java, the .NET, all those
Mm.
softwares are there or not based on what the software we are going to make. So all those required software is there or it is not there. So that is called as what? Technical aspects. So
Technique.
there are four factors. Cost means the budget
Yep.
we are having or not. Time is the time span,
Mm.
whether in 6 months, 1 year, the time span
Mm.
what is given by customer within that time, are we able to develop that application or not? Resources
Mm.
means the Java resources, the Selenium resources, all
Mm.
those resources we are having or not. Technical aspects means the
Mm.
required software, that is Java, Selenium, and all those things we are the particular software Java, .NET,
Mm.
PHP, or any other language needs to be used. So those things we are having or not. Based on that, the company will decide that whether the software we are going to develop is feasible or doable or not. Did you got
Mm.
the clarity?
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
So that is what is called as feasibility study. And the next thing we are going to learn is after we learn feasibility study, and if it is feasible, then there's something
Mm.
called as design. Have you heard about design? There's
Yes.
some, yeah, there's something called as design. So
Mm.
design is what if I want to build a if I want to build a house, so first there
Mm.
is something if you would have seen if a house is made, there's a particular design given.
Yeah.
So this is a house going to be made,
Mm.
and in this house there will be 4 rooms.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and this is first room, this is second room, this third room is kitchen, and this fourth room is again some washroom. So this is what is the house is going to be developed.
Yep.
And then there's a detailed design. That means what? These two rooms, 1 and 2, what is the length of this particular room? What is the breadth of this particular room? What is the height of this particular room? Where would be the door? Where would be the ventilators? Where would be the what color of this room will be? So all these details are given for room 1, room 2, room 3 and room 4. Exact height, exact length, exact breadth, the particular doors, the particular ventilators, the particular measurement, everything is given in detail. So, so this is called as what? High level design. This is called as what? High level design. And this is called as what? Low level design. So high level design is prepared by architect. High level design is prepared by the architect. High level design is prepared by the architect. And low level design is prepared by the senior developer. Low level design is prepared by the senior developer. So the difference between high level design and low level design is high level design is a design which is on a high level, is a summary that there will be 4 rooms, or suppose it is an application, there will be 4 modules in the application. Low level design is a detailed design that this house, this is the room, this is the length, this is the breadth, this is the height, this is the color, this is the door, this is the ventilator, this is the detailed thing. So that is what is low level design in an application. So this will be the click functionality, this will be the search functionality, this will be a text field. So all those things are written in low level design. So the thing is, in the after feasibility study, then comes is what is design. Design, which is a blueprint of the application. So it is of 2 types, HLD and LLD. So HLD is high level design, and this is prepared by
architect.
This is prepared by the architect, and low level design is prepared by
Senior developer.
Senior developer. So, and last topic we'll take is after requirement and feasibility study and designing. The last step what we are going to learn today is coding. So who does the coding?
Programmer.
Developer. Okay. Coding is done by whom? By the
developer support.
Yeah. So what is he doing is in coding he is going to certain set of people called as developer will develop the application. He will develop the application according to what? According to the requirement. Yes, so coding is defined in a way that this certain set of people called as what? Developers, and they will develop the application according to what? According to the requirement. So after coding, there's something called as testing. So testing is done by whom?
I'm sorry?
Testing is done by whom?
Testers, software testers.
Yeah, so let us call them as test engineers. So they what in testing will happen is In testing, the test engineer, the test engineer will
Hmm.
test the application according
Mhm.
to the requirement.
Mhm.
Testing will continue until when? Testing will continue
Until
until
it is
the application becomes stable
set.
or bug free.
Hmm. Hmm.
Testing will continue until the application becomes what? Stable or
But
bug free.
but
So we have learned about requirement. This was the need of the customer in the form of a document. This document can
hmm.
be Excel sheet, can be Word document, can be PDF document.
Hmm.
Then we talked about feasibility study, and we
Hmm.
decided that what is feasibility study. In this
Or
phase,
hmm.
we will decide some people from the company. Okay, in this
Hmm.
phase, certain set of people people will decide whether the application we are going to develop, is it feasible or not. Feasible means either whether it is doable or
Mhm.
not.
Yeah.
So feasibility study is based on what? Cost,
Or
time,
time, resources.
resources, technical aspects. Cost means
Hmm.
the amount of money the company will get. So is it profitable or
Hmm.
not? Time means
Hmm.
the within that time span that development will happen or not. Resources mean the number of developers and test engineers and
Hmm.
designers the company is having or not. Technical aspects mean the particular software which is required to develop that application,
Hmm.
that is present or not. And once it is decided it is feasible, then the next thing is what? Design. So design was the blueprint of the
Hmm.
application, and it was of
Yeah.
two types: high level design and low level design. High level design was prepared by
Hmm. Yeah.
architect, and low
Okay.
level design was prepared by the senior developer.
Okay.
Next was the coding. In coding, a certain set of people called as developers, and they are going to develop the application according to the requirement.
Hmm.
So testing, this was done by the
Hmm.
test engineer, where the test engineer will test the application according to the requirement, and testing will continue until the
Hmm.
application becomes what? Stable
Stable.
or bug free. And once the application is stable or bug free, this software will be
Hmm.
installed in client machine. This software
Hmm.
will be installed once the application is stable or bug free. The software, the
Hmm.
software will be installed in client machine, which
Hmm.
is called as installation or rollout or deployment.
Hmm.
So installation,
Hmm.
whatever the entire software which is developed, tested, the entire software will be installed in client's machine. So which is called as
Hmm.
installation or rollout or deployment. And now the customer can use the application. Okay,
Yeah.
because the software is installed in the client's machine, so client can
Hmm.
start using the application.
Hmm. Yeah.
So what happened? There are some people like
Hmm.
test lead. There is something called as build
Hmm.
team.
Hmm.
There's something called as senior developers. So these people, either of them, they
Hmm.
will install the
Hmm.
software in the
Hmm.
client's machine,
Hmm.
in the client's machine. And now the client can use the application and he can access the application
Hmm.
in this phase. What happened? Whether the software is developed, tested, and we are now installing the software in client machine. Now the software, this phase is called as installation, deployment, rollout. Now the client can use the application, and they have started using the application.
Hmm.
So if they
Yep.
use the application, they might get some bugs. Bugs
Yep.
means errors as of now. I'll tell you the detailed definition later. What is bug, what is error, all those things we will discuss later. So, so they might get some issues, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so there's something called as warranty, which is different from guarantee. Warranty means what? If I am using an application and if I get some bugs, so within that 6 months or 1 year, what we have to do is we have to the company responsibility is that within that 6 months or 1 year, if they get any bugs, they have to fix that bugs and send it back to whom? Send it
Yeah.
back to the customer.
Yes.
Have you heard about warranty? What happened in warranty?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. They have to do for free within certain period, right?
Yes, yes. So in
Without any
warranty,
charge.
yes, yes. So warranty, is it for entire life or for certain duration of time?
Yeah, certain duration of time.
Certain duration of time. It cannot be for entire life. After 6 months or 1 year, if there is any bug or default, the customer need to pay. So that is what is called as maintenance. So once the customer starts using the application, they might get some bugs. These bugs should be fixed by the once the customer starts using the application, they might get some bugs. These bugs should be fixed by the company.
Developers. Oh,
By the
okay.
company, we'll tell that by the company. If you bought a mobile, what you will do? You will send it back to
Yeah.
the company. Now there is a responsibility of the company to fix it and send it back to the customer. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So once the
Yes. Yes.
customer starts using the application, they might get some bugs. These bugs should be fixed by the company and sent back to customers. Maintenance is free for certain duration of time. Maintenance is free for certain duration. So can you tell me
Yeah.
from requirement to feasibility study, cost, design, and then coding, testing, installation, and maintenance, step by step what we are doing?
First, yeah, requirement. Do you want to tell me all the details? So what's the requirement in detail?
No, can you tell me from the beginning, requirement,
Yeah.
feasibility,
Yeah.
design, coding,
Requirement. Yeah. Feasibility
testing,
study,
installation, and
design.
maintenance? So what
Yeah.
we did from the beginning till the end, what we did from requirement till maintenance phase, what we did? Are we not developing
Okay.
a
From
software?
requirement.
Are we not developing a software?
Yeah, we are develop. Yeah, we are the developers have to develop the software, right?
Yes. So this is not the step-by-step process to develop a software.
Yeah, it is. Lab
It is
cycle,
a
software testing.
step-by-step procedure to develop a software from requirement to maintenance. It is what?
Maintenance.
It is
Yeah,
what? It
software
is
test
a
life cycle.
software development life cycle. So what is software development life cycle? It is a step by step process to develop a
Develop
software.
software. Yes.
So what is SDLC? It is a step-by-step procedure to develop a software, and then we learn requirement, the need of the customer in the form of a document,
Yes.
feasibility study, whether the
Yes.
software is feasible, doable based on this cost, time, resources, technical aspect, design,
Yes.
blueprint of the application, high level, low level, coding.
Mm.
Developers will develop
Mm.
the application according to requirement. Test engineers will test the application according to requirement. Installation, the entire
Mm.
software will be installed in client machine.
Yes.
Maintenance, if the customer is getting some issues, this should be fixed and send it
Mm-hmm.
back to the customer as soon as possible. Maintenance is free for a certain duration of time. So this
Yes.
completes your SDLC. Are you
Yes.
clear about SDLC?
I'm sorry.
I'm
Sorry.
telling, are you clear about SDLC?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm clear. Yeah. Sorry, it's breaking up.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so this is completes your SDLC topic. So for today, I will be
Mm-hmm.
sharing these notes, and there's something called from tomorrow we'll start SDLC models. There's something called as waterfall model,
Mm-hmm.
spiral model. There's something called
Mm-hmm.
as prototype model. There is something called as VNV model. There is something called as hybrid
Mm-hmm.
model, agile
Mm-hmm.
model. So from tomorrow we'll start the SDLC model. So these are the models we are going to learn. And from tomorrow,
Okay.
most probably, what is the time?